video. In today's video, we will be starting with real numbers for 10th standard. So real numbers आप लोग बहुत पहले से भी पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. हम लोग 6th standard से real numbers चालू करते हैं. And real numbers are basically which have both rationals and irrational number. So ये वाले चैप्टर में हमको बेसिकली 3 टाइप के पार्ट्स पढ़ने हैं. हम लोग HCF LCM के बारे में बचपन से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि LCM कैसे निकालते हैं, HCF कैसे निकालते हैं. And there are two methods to find out the HCF and LCM. That is one by the factorization method, that is the normal method जो कि हम लोग अभी तक फॉलो करते हैं छोटी क्लासेस में. And the next one was the Euclid's lemma method. So by using the Euclid's lemma method also we can find the HCF and LCM. For the batch 2021, Euclid's lemma has been deleted. So it is only remaining with the factorization method. And you all know factorization method तो बहुत easy है. Then factorization method is one part of this chapter. The second part is what do we mean by the terminating and non-terminating decimals or the numbers I can say. So terminating, non-terminating क्या होते हैं and rational, irrational क्या होते हैं, and there are the proofs for the irrational numbers. So in this chapter we will be studying one by one. First of all, what do we mean by HCF and LCM by factorization method. Then we will be seeing about the roots, how we can prove the numbers given to us as an irrational. The number as like the root n दिया है and when n is a prime number or it is not a perfect square. Where n is not a perfect square, there we can say that any root number is an irrational number. So we will be discussing whole thing about what do we mean by the irrational number. So both rational and irrational comes under the real number. That's why the chapter name suggests is the real number. So we will be starting with, don't wasting any time, we will be starting with the LCM and HCF part. So the question in front of you is find HCF and LCM of 90 and 144 by factorization method. So factorization method से ही solve करना है. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया Euclid's lemma काम मतलब इस बार डिलीट कर दिया गया है. So let's find out how we can do by 90 and 144, which is very easy. हम लोग बचपन से करते आ रहे हैं. क्या करना है हमको 90 को फैक्टराइज करना है. Can we factorize it by 3? It will be 30. Again by 3 it will be 10, 2, 5, 5, 1. Done? So what are the factors for 90? I can write the factors for 90 as 3 into 3 into 2 into 5. So this 3 into 3 can be written as 3 square into 2 into 5. Fine? So these are the factors for 90. Now I should take out the factor for 144 also because it is a factorization method. Now 144 can be divided by 2. It will be 72. Again by 2 it will be 36. Again by 2 18. 9. 3. 3, 1. I hope this must be very easy for you now. Being in 10th standard, you should all know this. Now 144 के फैक्टर हमारे पास कितने आ गए? 2 into 2, 2 into 2. How many times 2 are we are getting? 4 times. 3 into 3. So can I write 2 raised to 4 into 3 square? So these are nothing the factors for 144 and these are the factors for 90. What we need to take out is LCM and HCF. What do we mean by HCF here? HCF is highest common factor. So 90 के factors लिख रही हूँ into 2 into 5 and this is 144 के factors लिख रही हूँ उसी के नीचे 3 square into 2 raised to 4. Fine? Now what we need to find is HCF. HCF का मतलब होता है highest common factor. Highest common factor मतलब कि अपने को वो number लेना है जो दोनों में common हो and should have the lowest power on it. So what is the HCF for these two factors will be 2 क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2 की power 1 है. So we will be taking 2 is common between both. Now if we say 3, 3 is common between both and the lowest power for 3 is 2. So it will be 3 square. So the HCF comes out to be 3 square is nothing but 9 into 2 is equals to 18. So the value for HCF is nothing but 18. LCM में बोलने के लिए ये highest होता है but power हम lowest की लेते हैं. So that is the trick in the LCF and LCM part जो कि बच्चे confuse हो जाते हैं कभी-कभी. Now if I talk about LCM, LCM is lowest common factor. But lowest common factor, that is you should have a highest power of it. So 3 तो 3 square ही रहेगा. 2 raised to 4 is the common one and into 5. Into 5. So this is nothing but 9. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16 into 5. So the answer for LCM comes out to be, multiply all these, you will get 720. So answer for LCM is 720, whereas for HCF is 18. So you would have got, it is very simple. बहुत बचपन से हम लोग ये सब चीजें करते आ रहे हैं. LCM HCF निकालना है सिंपल तरीके से, just by doing factorization of two number. So this is the theorem. For the factorization theorem we will be studying further. क्योंकि हम जब एग्जाम्पल्स कर लेते हैं तो थ्योरम अच्छे से समझ में आती है. So that's why I will be taking theorem after doing these sums. So let's have a look on few more sums, few more word problems related to HCF and LCM. Let's have a look on one more sum of a factorization method. Again we need to take out the HCF and LCM over here. So we will be taking out factor. 26 के factor अगर मैं 2 से divide कर दूँ, so I will get 13 and it will be 13, 1. So the factor for 26 comes out to be 2 into 13. Fine. Now similarly I can take out the factor for 91. 91 के factors अगर मैं किससे multiply करूँगी, I can take it out by 7. If I divide by 7, I will get 13 and 13, 1. So the factors for 91 comes out to be 7 into 13. So what I need to take it out is LCM and HCF. So HCF is nothing but, एक दूसरे के नीचे लिख देती हूँ तो आपको common निकालने में बहुत आसानी हो जाएगी. So the common factor with the lowest power is 13. So the HCF for the given problem will be 13. Similarly, we can take out LCM for the given problem. LCM is nothing but, it will be 2 into 13 into 7. If you multiply all the three, it will be 26 into 7 and it will be 182. So the answer for HCF and LCM for the given two factors is 182 and 13. So I hope the factorization method must be easy. Now what we need to do is we need to solve the word problems for the HCF and LCM part. उससे पहले एक relation पढ़ लेते हैं, relation between HCF and LCM. So that is very important. That is a relation between HCF and LCM. So it can be given as LCM into HCF is nothing but P of x into Q of x. ये P of x, Q of x क्या है? ये दो नंबर होते हैं. As we will be proceeding further with the word problems, you will be able to know what do we mean by P of x and Q of x. So the relation between HCF and LCM is LCM into HCF is equals to P of x into Q of x. This is the formula which you need to keep in mind while solving the word problems. So let's have a look on the word problems. Now let's have a look on this question. If two numbers are 96 and 404, तो दो नंबर आपको कौन से दिए? 96 and 404 are the two numbers given to you, and their HCF is 4. It is being mentioned in the question, given in the question HCF 4 है और LCM find करने के लिए बोला है. We have the relation between HCF and LCM. HCF into LCM is nothing but P of x into Q of x. Fine. So HCF is given to you as 4, LCM we need to find, and what are the two numbers? 96 into 404. So LCM can be taken out as 96 into 404 divided by 4. So this 4 will get cancelled out, will give you 101. So LCM is nothing but 96 into 101, which comes out to be 9696. So the LCM कैन बी फाइंड इट आउट अगर यदि आपके पास दो नंबर है और एलसीएम है. तो अभी हमने जो लास्ट सम किया था 2691 वाला, सो अगर मैं उसमें भी देखूं 26 एंड 91 मुझे दो नंबर दिए थे. अगर मेरे को इधर एचसीएफ मैंने निकाल लिया, एचसीएफ मेरा आया था 13, तो मैं एलसीएम डायरेक्टली इससे निकाल सकती हूँ. इन केस आपने जो एलसीएम निकाला था, आपका एलसीएम आ रहा था 182, सो आपने जो एलसीएम निकाला है यू कैन क्रॉस चेक बाय दिस मेथड ऑल्सो कि जो आपने कैलकुलेशन करा है वो सही है या नहीं है. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेथड बाय यू कैन क्रॉस चेक. और इफ अगर यदि आपको एचसीएफ या एलसीएम में से कुछ भी प्रोवाइडेड है क्वेश्चन में, तो आप एचसीएफ या एलसीएम को जो कुछ नहीं दिया है वो निकाल सकते हो. सो दिस इज हाउ वी यूज दिस रिलेशन फॉर एचसीएफ एंड एलसीएम. So it is very important when HCF is given to you or LCM is given to you and the unknown is one of the other. और कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि आपको HCF LCM दोनों दिया जाएगा and they would have asked the numbers कि ये कौन से नंबर का है. In that case one number will be given to you and one number you need to find it out. So three informations will be given to you and need to find it out one unknown. So I hope the how to use the relation must be clear. So the question given to you is this: there is a circular path around a sport field. Priya takes 18 minutes to drive one round, whereas Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same purpose. Suppose they both start at the same time and from the same point and in the same direction. Then after how many minutes they will meet again at the starting point? तो बोला जा रहा है कि we have two candidates over here, Priya and Ravi. दोनों एक राउंड लगा रहे हैं पाप का. एक राउंड लगाने के लिए प्रिया को 18 मिनट्स लग रहे हैं. So Priya takes 18 minutes to complete one round. Correct? And in Ravi takes 12 minutes to do the same task. That is, he is also doing one round in 12 minutes. They have asked you कि एक ही जगह से चल रहे हैं दोनों, एक ही डायरेक्शन में निकलने वाले हैं. So at what time they are going to meet again? Since Priya takes more time than the Ravi, तो Ravi जल्दी कवर कर लेगा and Priya देर में कवर करेगी. So what we need to take out is, we need to take out the LCM of the both. हम दोनों का अगर यदि LCM निकाल दें, इसके फैक्टर्स निकाल करके, तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि जो LCM आएगा, that is nothing but the time at which they are going to meet again. That is the lowest common factor. So how we can take out 18 को अगर यदि मैं divide करूंगी, again by factorization method, because we don't have Euclid's lemma in this. So 2, 9, 3, 3, 3 and 1. So 18 के factors को मैं लिख सकती हूँ 2 into 3 square. Similarly, I can take out for 12. It will be 6, 3 and 1. So the factor for 18 can be written as 2 into 3 square. Whereas the factor for 12 can be written as 2 square into 3. It will be 2 square into 3. So what is the lowest common factor between that? So 2 का highest power 2 square into 3 का highest power 3 square. So 2 2s are 4, 4 into 9 will give you 36. So after 36 minutes they are going to meet again. So Priya is going to go for 2 rounds, whereas Ravi is going to go for 3 rounds in the same time for 36 minutes, and they will be meeting again. I hope the question was very easy. Just you need to take out the LCM part and that's it. The question is done. So यहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन सभी बहुत छोटे छोटे मिलेंगे. प्रूविंग के क्वेश्चंस भी बहुत कोई हार्ड नहीं है, बस एक एल्गोरिथम फॉलो करना है जस्ट. So I hope this question must be easy. We will be seeing further few questions for the word problem. Let's see. Let's have a look on this question. 2 tankers contain 850 liters and 680 liters of petrol respectively. Find maximum capacity of the container which can measure the petrol of an either tank. What we need to find out, we need to find the maximum capacity. The दो numbers हमको क्या दिए हैं, that is 850 and 680. Correct? These many liters of petrols are there in the 2 tanks. We need to find the maximum capacity of the container which can measure the petrol of the either tank. Maximum निकालना है मतलब कि we need to find the HCF of the 2 numbers. So how we can find the HCF? First we need to factorize it. So let's factorize it. It can be divided by 2, 4, 4, 2, 5. Now it can be divided by 5. It can be given as 85. Again 5, 1, 17, 17 and 1. So these are the factors for 850. Similarly, we can take out the factors for 680. It can be divided by 2, 340, again by 2, 170, again by 2, it can be divided by, so it will be 6, 85, it can be divided by 5, which will give you 17, and 17 will give you 1. So now we can write the factors for both the numbers. So 850 can be written as 2 into 5 square into 17, and similarly 680 can be written as 1, 2, 3. So 2 cube into 5 into 17. So what we need to take out is HCF, highest common factor, because we need to find out the maximum capacity, right? So 2 common hai, the lowest power is 2. So it will be 2 into, the lowest power is 1. So it will be 5 into 17. So this will be nothing but the maximum capacity, that is 10 into 17, which will give you 170 liters. So this is the maximum capacity which the container can measure the petrol of either tank. So it was given in the question what we need to take out maximum capacity, that's why we have taken out HCF. I hope the question must be clear, and when to use the LCM part, when to use the HCF part must be clear. Only we need to do the factorization. Now we will see what the factorization theorem suggests, what it says, the theorem, the statement for the theorem. Let's see. So let's have a look what the fundamental theorem states here. It is a fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factor occurs. हो सकता है कि आपको ये पढ़ने के बाद समझ में नहीं आई हो, बट लेकिन मैं एग्जाम्पल लेके समझाना चाहूंगी. अभी मैंने सपोज एक नंबर ले लिया 26, विच इज अ कंपोजिट नंबर. सो एवरी कंपोजिट नंबर कैन बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ प्राइम नंबर्स. So, if I factorize this, अगर मैं इसको factorize करूंगी, so it will be 13, 13 and 1. Can we say that 2 is a prime number and 13 is also a prime number? I can write down 26 as 2 into 13. लिख सकती हूँ. This is the product of two prime numbers. This is a composite number. So, I can say that composite number is a product for a prime number. So that is only written here. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime number, and this factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factor occur. It can be apart from the order. I can do the factorization as मैं इसको पहले 13 से डिवाइड करके 2 से बाद में भी डिवाइड कर सकती हूँ. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है because it is a multiplication sign in between. You can write 13 into 2 or 2 into 13. It doesn't make any sense. So this is a composite number. तो बात समझने वाली इतनी ही है कि हम कैसे एक composite number को factorize करके in a products of prime number के रूप में लिख सकते हैं. So this is nothing but I hope that now the statement must be clear that every composite number can be expressed as the product of the prime numbers irrespective of their position, which is unique. The factorization which we are doing is a unique, irrespective of the order in which the prime numbers are going to occur. So this is the basic fundamental theorem which is being given, which is being stated in your NCERT textbooks. So here the factorization plays the role. I hope the concept behind the factorization must be clear, where it is being used to calculate the HCF and LCM part, and how the theorem is being designed and how we can solve the different sorts of sums for it. So I hope you must have learned all the basic terminologies which we have stated here for the factorization theorem. So we will end the video here, and in the next video we will be seeing about how we can what do we mean by the rational numbers and irrational numbers, what are terminating numbers, non-terminating numbers, and even the proofs for the irrational numbers. Thank you, and if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe with your friends. Bye bye and have a good day. See ya.